Now, I did think that was just a little cruel. And then he quit me too. It felt like it, so I don't know if it was. You know, when it's painful, it just all runs together. I'm not sure if it was the same day. So then I was heartbroken, and I failed the bar. And I was working for the state's attorney's office in Chicago. And if you fail the bar 3 times, you lose your job. It's like serious. It ain't like you fail and they say, oh, try again. They do that the first 2 times. The 3rd time, they be like, we're going to need your passwords. Deuces. So I took the bar again, and I failed again.
That was your 2nd time?
That was the 3rd time. So I failed the bar, and I lost my job. Now, they were really nice about it. They were like, we really like you. We think you have a bright future here. If you'd like another chance, we will go against our policies. I was like, you know, perhaps I need to do some soul searching. I'm just going to go home. There's only one problem with it. I didn't have a home anymore. My father died when I was 14 from lung cancer, and my mother had died when I was 24 from heart failure. So home was really nowhere. But I didn't have a plan, so there was no need of me staying there stressed out, trying to figure out, because that's a different kind of stress when you got to pass. So those of you who have to take exams in the future, do the best you can, but don't have any distractions. Being in love, smoking weed, anything like that, distraction. I just kept it real since y'all in pharmacy. I didn't want you to think that was exempt. So, I moved to Oklahoma with my sister for about 2 months. And I got another job back home working for a nonprofit organization. Now, nowhere in this story have you ever heard me talk about I wanted to work for a nonprofit organization. But I was broke and desperate, and I needed a job. And I said, I'm just going to stay here 2 years. Be careful when you're good at something that you don't want to do. 2 years turned into 10 years real fast. I went from being the education director to being the executive director. I was running the whole place. And I was making almost $100,000 a year. But I was miserable every day. It's hard to have money and don't even want to spend it because you hate what you do. I know you can't appreciate that today. Just put that in your mind, like way in the back. And then when you make a lot of money, preferably you'll be doing something you love to do. But if you're not, you'll say, I remember that lady with that weave said. You can make a lot of money. So I went all the way back to my 5-year-old self. And I quit my job. And my whole family thought I was crazy. My oldest sister, who's old enough to be my mother, said, so what are you going to do, be a star? Like, you idiot? I quit my job and I started doing stand-up comedy. I went to the comedy club for about 3 weeks in a row, and I was like, the 4th week, I'm getting on stage. So I go to the comedy club, I sit in the back, try to figure out who the shakers and the players were, so I can get on stage. By the end of the 3rd week, I figured out the guy who was hosting, he got some pull. I only need 5 minutes. And I was like, yo, what's up? Like, put your hand out. Quit acting funny. You can't be doing that. Somebody walk up say, yo, what's up? This is not the professional one. I was like, yo, what's up? I was like, I'm LJ. I was like, you know, I'm a little new to the, you know, I had all the lingo down because I had been there for a few weeks. I was like, I'm new to the game. But I'm cold with mine. I just need about 5 minutes on that mic. So they said, all right, I'll give you 5 minutes next Wednesday. I invited everybody I knew. They had one job. I said, I don't care what I say, fall out laughing. They were like, it ain't gotta be funny. Whatever I say, be like, fall out. I was like, because if I'm not funny, they're not gonna let me back on the stage. So all of my friends and my family came, and I was telling some corny jokes. They weren't that good in retrospect. I think 2 of them were okay. But they fell out laughing. So much so the owner came out and was like, who is this LJ girl? I wasn't even that good. Sometimes you have to set yourself up to be successful. Set myself up. So I got on stage a few more times, and I got a little bit better, and a little bit better, but I realized I needed to expedite this process. So I was sitting in the back of the comedy club, and I said, you know what? I don't have to be funnier than any of them, because I'm smarter than all of them. That's not an arrogant statement. That's called confidence. I just got beat up. I failed the bar 3 times. Give me a break. I said, I don't have to be funnier than any of them. I'm smarter than all of them. I'm going to stop begging for time on the stage, and I'm going to make everybody come to me. So I started a television comedy show. And everybody came to me. Because to get 5 minutes on TV was just like bananas. Especially in this area, because we didn't have any other comedy shows. Everybody was trying to go comedy club, and I was going to put you all the way out on the national stage. So I started my own show. So I took the money from the job I quit, started my show. Laugh Out Loud St. Louis. It used to come on My 46. We used to tape, not too far from here, as a matter of fact. And so I did that for a couple of years, and I started doing motivational speaking. I never looked back to the job I left. Never. I was like, I just got to get up and be somebody. And I started speaking, and I speak at colleges and stuff all over the country and do a couple of things, trying to do some things internationally. And I work for myself every day, all day. Hustle on the grind. And for the first time in my life, last year, that $100,000 didn't seem like that much. Because I made more than that. The most important thing that I learned through the whole process, because I eventually took the bar again, even before I started the show. And the last time that I took the bar, I passed. Yay, thank God. And I only wanted to pass, not because I wanted to be a lawyer, I just didn't believe it was going to beat me that way. So it took me all of that to go around to get back to the thing that I always knew that I wanted to do, but just didn't have enough confidence to get out there and do it. So while you're in this program, and I hope all of you become phenomenal people in the industry of medicine, in that, make sure you're also living your dream, whatever that is. Whatever that is. But it's going to take 1,000% of what you have every day. I read a t-shirt, and I think I heard somebody else say this, that the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. So you're going to have, yeah, write that down. I thought it was cold too. That's why I remembered it. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. So I don't care how gifted you are, how smart you are, you still gonna have to be about your business to take it to that next level. Now, if you just want to be just enough, then ignore what I've said. I'm just talking to the people that want to be ballers. Right. And it's easy to be a baller shot caller when you're in charge and you're making the money. There's another quote that I love that one of the students at a college that I spoke at told me. She said her dad always told her, if you hang around 5 rich people, you'll be the 6th. But if you hang around 5 broke people, you'll be the 6th. I know, I'm just dropping gems, just like bam. So be very mindful of the people that you hang around. So I seemingly was having a good time in life. Seemingly. I had a few dollars. I had a decent car. And I was living a pretty decent life. But I was 40 and I wasn't married. And then, you know, when I was dating those clowns, I thought they were a dime a dozen, and you can always get married. So anybody remember anybody from the 5th grade? Okay. Now, second question. Were you nice to the people in the 5th grade? Okay. I'm going to just tell you my own experience. Do with it what you will. I run into this guy that was my 5th grade boyfriend at the movies with his mama. But at least he was with his mama. I was just by myself. And I'm leaving out the movie theater, and this guy says, "Hey, Alicia Rives." And I was like, oh, hey. He was like, "Here's my card. You know, give me a call sometime. I do heating and cooling." I was like, "Yeah, okay." On my way out the movie theater, I threw it in the trash. Screw it. A couple of months went by. I'm at my job at the time. And this guy, same guy, "Oh, yeah, no, I know some people that's up here." I was like, okay. And then he wanted to date me. I was like, "No, player." I was like, "I'm about that life. How much money you got?" Never judge a book by its cover. Because at that time, he had a lot more money than I did. You never know.